We are now in open session. The hour being after 7 o'clock. Having a 5-member. We have a public hearing for 49 Summer Street. And we will have a public hearing, main meeting room, June 5th. A site plan application for 49 Summer Street LLC, 33 Spring Street, Rentham. Owner applicant is case PB 2502 with the property at 49 Summer, shown on Assessors Map 52 and Parcel 62, Resource Area 3, and it's in an LM district. And the applicant seeking site plan under Section 13 to construct an addition. With that being said, I won't read Legacy Engineering for their ad on TV, so there's nobody watching this thing, so. All right. So if you want to give us, the drill, the overview.
Yep, sure. Dan Merrican with Legacy Engineering. Nice to meet you.
Likewise.
This is 49 Summer Street, commercial building here. It has a driveway, parking lot in off of Summer Street. Front gravel and paved parking area. There's a driveway that goes around both sides of the building, and then back is a combination of gravel and paved outside storage area. The applicant is looking to put a 6,416 square foot addition off the back of the building. The existing building's about 20,000 square feet. The area is currently paved, so there's no increase in impervious coverage. The only thing that we're doing really, other than putting the addition on, is we're changing some of the parking. The site has more parking than the bylaw now calls for, so we're eliminating about 26 parking spaces, most of which are back here and are not actually used for parking, to bring us down to the upper limit of the range of parking spaces that the current bylaw allows for, which is the upper limit of that is 64 spaces. So we're going from 90 parking spaces down to 64 parking spaces. There's also some wall packs on this side of the building. There's 4 existing wall packs that are not full cutoff, so we're going to remove those and replace them with full cutoff light fixtures and add 1 wall pack on the addition on this side and 1 on this side. And there'll be overhead doors along this wall of the building. We're not doing much in the way of site utility work. We're going to collect all the runoff from the roof of the addition and put it into an underground stormwater infiltration system. There's a network of existing drainage pipes on the property. We're going to end up tying into that network with the outlet for this. And that's about it. So it's pretty straightforward.
We waited all night for this.
I did.
Oh, we did.
You did.
All right, I'll read the comments we got from other boards or whatever. From John Hasselmaker, Chairman, Water and Sewer, or Sewer and Water, I should say. They don't have any specific comments other than it's in the aquifer because they discussed it in the May 12th meeting, but that's it. So they just want to let us know. Police from Officer Luke Powell. He does not see any public safety concerns. Who else? And I have one from Carl.
Mr. Chairman, yes, I did deliver a memo, May 29th is the date, to the board. Pretty simple set of comments. The usual about providing notes on the plan indicating on the cover sheet indicating that it's filed under Section 13 for site plan review. Some other drafting type comments of providing a benchmark. I did make a comment about these zoning table, parking notes. It's confusing. Mr. Merrican has sat down with me, and I think he's already got a revision on that. A lot of these things we've already actually looked at preliminary for the next submission. The clarification on the number of handicap spaces. There is a comment in there, and it actually relates to sewer about whether the addition will require floor drains. I believe Mr. Merrican's done a little more research on that, and I think it will. He's going to look and see if it can be tied into an existing oil-water separator. We've got some labeling on the infiltrator fields to make it clear, inverts, usual type of comments. I note the erosion controls be reviewed by the conservation agent. I could, but I don't. There is a lighting plan with it. It illuminates the area around the addition. Seems reasonable, certainly doesn't trespass. So I don't comment, but the lighting plan appears appropriate for what they're doing there. Some other drafting comments on the details. And then finally, I finish up 14 and 15 about the infiltration system, and that it's basically filling up to the max in the 100-year storm. But once again, and that's also going to go over to the Conservation Commission, but in a brief meeting, Mr. American has also presented, he thinks he's got a solution to tie that into existing piping. That'll help the thing. So in short, this is a pretty small addition, pretty easy site plan. I'll bet you most of the revisions that I mentioned in that letter are already made. Should be easy to address.
Okay, you all set? All right. Start with Paul. Any questions, comments?
No, Dan, just kind of knowing the building, is there any increased office space going in the front section, or is it just everything going to be happening in the back?
No, the back is just gonna be storage.
Okay.
There's existing office space in this part of the front.
Right, I know the building.
So
well.
that's gonna stay.
So that's just, there's no addition, nothing?
There's no change to the
change.
front part of the
Okay.
building. Yeah.
Why I said that is because you're taking away parking spots, and I didn't know if it's because of the square footage of a building is how you allocate parking spaces, or is it the amount of people or office space, you know?
Square foot of the building.
Is it
Square footage. So
Square
the
footage,
site's
okay.
way overparked. I don't remember, honestly.
Right.
We did the site plan for Dan Foley
Yeah.
in '03, '04.
Right. And even,
And I don't remember if he wanted all those parking spaces or if zoning required it at the
Yeah.
time.
No, well, what that was, maybe you're too young, it used to be a lumberyard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
That's why there's all this extra,
Yeah, all of this,
yeah, so he didn't need any of that, yeah.
right.
and he would only store trucks and pieces of equipment
Yeah,
out
and
there
so
anyway.
there are parking spaces on the site plan back here, but there's just people storing equipment there.
So
Nobody-
really, nothing changes other than it's just an addition?
Just an addition in an existing paved area.
Yeah. I have no questions, no further questions. Thank you.
No, it looks very straightforward.
Yeah.
Is there trash staying in the same place?
Yes.
Yeah.
They still have that house out front too?
Yeah, the caretaker's cottage.
Yeah.
Yep.
They doing anything with it?
They're gonna leave it for now.
John?
No questions, thank you.
John O'Leary?
We've got too many Johns on the board.
Three.
One, the two sites adjacent to the project site, those along the houses are what, up near the front on the Ponset? Is that-
Yeah, the Neponset River comes out of the pond here, goes under Summer, clips the side of our site, and then runs through the residential lots behind us. The houses are all out
Yeah.
front.
Okay. It looks like you're taking out some of the tracks, the train tracks?
Yeah, there's a spur, an unused rail spur, when it was a lumberyard. So yeah, there's also a concrete raised loading ramp. So this is a ramp up, this is a level platform, this is a ramp down. Trains would come in, offload onto that. That's going away. And we're just gonna cut the railroad spur back.
Is there an issue on ownership there? Is it owned by the applicant, or is it owned by the rail line, or?
No, it's owned by the applicant, yeah. Yep.
It's not connected anymore.
No, seven.
Is it disconnected at the tracks?
I believe so.
Yeah, I think you're probably right.
Those are the only questions I had.
Okay, it's pretty simple. What's there now? What are they using for?
There's a landscape contractor and some other tenants in there. There's a
Right.
company that ships wine, and there's a couple of tenants in the building, a couple of tenants out in the yard.
I need to know that name.
What, landscaper?
Oh,
the
the
wine
landscaper, the
I
wine.
just want him to say it on the air.
Yeah. That's what I said, the wine.
He wants a
No.
field trip.
I don't got any questions. How many square feet you had?
6,400.
Oh, okay.
I know.
Yeah, you go over that 2,500, right, for limited?
Yes, it's over the 2,500.
Yeah, yeah, and it's over the 5% too, I think, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now, I got no question. Now, are you all set with Concom?
No, we're going to Concom next week. So I'd like to continue, if we could, to your July meeting, and by then I should have Concom buttoned up.
Gee, at least someone waits for Concom. Okay, What do we want to do, Kate, the end of July?
July 17th is our next meeting.
Yeah, but through the end of July?
Do you need an extension?
Yeah.
I'd like to request and grant an extension through, up to and including July 30th,
Could you do August, we're not meeting again after
31st.
that, so do August 31st.
August
So
31st. Yep,
We're not meeting until August.
fine. August 31st,
Okay.
2025.
Make a motion to grant. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
And we'll see you on July 17th?
At,
You got the book, baby. Oh,
right after bid cars?
Yeah, that would be
Okay,
great.
I'm gonna do
this is-
7:15.
we get him twice?
Yep,
Okay, is there anybody else we can put in between?
there's one coming, but I haven't received it, so.
What happened to Gloss? Did he retire?
I have no idea.
We know, what's his name wants to get out of town anyway. What's his name? Rob.
Oh, he's semi-retired.
Yeah, well, he's trying to, yeah, Troza keeps bringing him back, and that's about it. Everyone else gone, right?
Good for me.
Okay, we'll see you in a month or so, yeah, on the 17th.
All right,
Thank you, Dan.
thank you.
Bye, Dan.
Have a good night.
Okay.
Bring someone with you to talk to in case we go longer on another executive session.
Well, Sally sat out there for 45 minutes. She's gonna be the audience.
We should all wave to
Dan,
someone.
did you know we had an executive session?
He does
I didn't either. Don't worry about it. That's two of us, so. No further questions, Your Honor. Plaintiff rests.
Don't
Yeah.
go, we're not done.
We were
I need
sitting-
checks.
No, no, no.
Oh,
I said he did not know that there was an executive
Paul was sitting
session.
down TD's.
Jack, can I have those papers?
Yeah.
Danny, I should have called you. You could have gone over to Cosmos.
There you go. All right. We have here from Zeiss, or whatever you pronounce it, they were requesting an extension up through August 31st for Heidi Way.
Heidi.
What? 3 Heidi? Yeah.
Heidi.
I'll make a motion to give it to them through the 31st of August.
Second?
Yeah,
Second. And the rest of us didn't jump on the owls, did we? All right, we have a second, all in favor? Aye. And we're gonna put them on July 17th?
Yep.
Man, we keep holding that poor guy up, don't we?
7:20.
Remember that, Paul?
Yes, I
It's
do.
7:20.
I wasn't here for that.
Yes, he was. You weren't here when Al got all mad?
No, you weren't here back then.
What?
What just happened?
What just happened?
No,
Yes, I
the
just-
first time.
On the
Way
24,
back.
Heidi.
No,
Yeah,
on the
way back.
first.
No, it happened this one too. You didn't want to give an extension?
Oh, yeah.
So, all right, we killed
I've seen a
that.
lot. I feel bad for John.
Okay, all right, let's do reorg.
All right, I'm
Hold on
jumping on
second,
this one.
please.
What?
Hold on 1 second.
You've had all night, you didn't take notes during executive session, so
I
what have you
did
been
too.
doing?
I did too.
We pay her for that?
She's been very good. She's the
All
best.
right.
Be nice to Kate. Okay,
You ready?
I'm ready, I'm going.
Oh, oh, here she
All right,
comes.
so I'm
So
taking care of
long,
it all, and I
yeah.
haven't asked anyone, so say no if you don't want it. I'm nominating Jack as chairman, John to continue as vice chair, and Paul as clerk.
I like it when I was secretary.
Do we have a second?
Okay.
Anyone?
Second, all right.
Thank you, John.
Since you did it, you want to do?
What do you want me to do?
All right, I'll say all in favor. Say aye. Aye, opposed, abstained. All right, thank you, and that's done. Oh, Kyle, we got one for Alexander Way?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, I delivered a memo May 29th, and I'm just informing the board that it looks like Alexander Way is pretty well complete, and I think they're going to request a residence hearing for final bond release at the July meeting. That should time in well, so that they're well ahead of the selectmen process and everything stays in the right order. It even gives a month free board if something comes up.
Do we,
So
the only
I'm just, I basically, what's up?
is that the only one we got coming?
I think so, because last time we had unless they're complete now and ready to come in here with everything done, you're not gonna make the fall town meeting.
No, okay.
Administration was not, they don't want any last-minute stuff.
Yeah, I'm just at, what's out there anyway?
Saboides and then Roscommon would be the next two, including Gigi's.
I don't
But
care about-
Gigi's is not complete.
No, that's in their own ball game, right? And Roscommon, and what was the first one?
Saboides, Tall Pines.
Oh.
The
Tall
real-
Pines.
Remember, Saboides, they walked away from,
Yeah, but
gave us the
you
money.
finished it, right?
We've got to finish it. We've got to set bounds, and we've got to do some earthwork.
Oh, you
on
haven't
the-
done that
on the
yet?
base.
Okay, you just-
Correct.
Where'd all the money go?
We still got pretty good, we've spent, we've got a good,
Did it go down to Plainville?
no, good, there's about 25,000 left or so.
So boy, I keep remembering, I knew I remember Tall Pines, I
And-
remember. Okay.
We should be done. We paved the sidewalks in the road, I think one late in '22, the other and finished it in '23. It took us, believe it or not, it took us a year to get the bounds staked, and then we've got to get them in. We're
Well,
going to do
remember-
that work ourselves.
It's the bond's done, so we don't have, you just put it on the selectmen's. It's
Yeah.
not for us to release, right?
No, correct.
So you're just gonna put it on.
I could, as
Yeah.
long as the board's okay with that, that's a
But we don't-
possibility.
Yeah, unless you wanna go down Tuesday night and ask them, hey, you wanna release the bond? Right? No.
No, we've got the money, and that's.
Well, you already taken over, so the town is, so it's
Yeah,
just that.
it's really our road.
Land taken, right?
We're,
Carl?
we're the proponent.
Yeah.
There's got to be, the usual stuff has all got to happen
Okay, well,
with the select board and town meeting.
okay.
But I just, so I didn't put it, I was gonna put it in the menu, but I didn't want to open Pandora's box, so to speak, but there's possibility, so Saboides is out there, we really don't have that much to do. So there's a possibility that might go as well, but rather than this be a surprise and just pops into at the last minute, I want to make sure the board was informed, and you got a glimpse of Alexandra Way at the last meeting when they talked about the driveway. You could see the roads down, the side slopes are all things that aren't gone well on it, so.
It's been done for almost ever, it seems like.
It was paved out last fall. Yep.
All right.
And they did a good job of cleaning up a few messy issues to do with the completion.
Quick question to you, Carl, I don't know if you know, what's going on West End? They come in or anything, or?
They are progressing and they're developing the finished plans. As you well know, it takes a while to get the full architecturals ready. And we've got markouts in and a request to disconnect for demolition of the
All right, so
existing.
that-
I expect
that
the
one's-
buildings will come down in the
That one's
next
moving
near
along.
future.
All right, how about Gilmore's, that's still sitting there?
They're also, we've gotten some inquiries, and it means that they're completing their engineering, and I expect that that will move forward, and I think there'll be some work on the ground by next year. That's, of course, the ZBA project.
Yeah, no, I was just curious.
But they recently surfaced, and were asking questions that lead me to believe that they're really doing the final due diligence and getting their engineering plans dressed up.
And I see my wonderful, it's actually condos down there off of Burns. He's going to town, right? But you don't have anything to do with it. Do you have to inspect that?
The assistants go through and keep an eye on the construction. It had been fairly quiet lately, but just, I think, 3 new building permits popped up, and we do see the building permits.
Oh, I was just curious, because I just see him going, but, because it's condo, you have nothing to do with it, right?
Not a lot, although the road is a lot like a subdivision road, so we were out there a lot while that was under construction. But, while they were coming out of the
common
ground.
driveway.
Utilities are in, the binders in, all that stuff.
Okay, what Mr. Crowley says, it's a common driveway.
We're not done, man. Relax.
What didn't we do?
We didn't approve the minutes?
We haven't done the zoning bylaw steering committee.
Oh, almost forgot.
In the minutes?
No, I'm putting them on the next one.
I know why.
No, I want to speak to it, though.
Go ahead, Phil.
Okay, so, John, can you tell me, sorry to put you on the spot. We got an update from Pat saying that we needed a new person to fill Phil's seat on that committee. And so I guess I don't need you to tell me. I'd like to convey my wish. So when he was before us, he said Article 6 would address specifics. So do you remember I got up and spoke against taking out the wording that said character?
the character.
the character of the buildings,
downtown and
okay?
stuff, I think.
So, you know you've been here long enough that we beat our heads against the wall because we are so bound by that stupid book, and I'll call it stupid, because they get away with anything.
Yeah.
And I drive around other towns, and they seem to have, I was in Sharon today, they have a beautiful new library that's colonial looking. You drive through Islington, you go through Medfield, it still looks like Medfield. So I understand that growth has to occur, but I think it would be nice if we could control what it looks like a little bit, and look like New England and not, somewhere else.
Colonialville.
So Pat said we could address that in section 6. So I'm begging you, as a member of that committee, to please somehow try to address it. I know it's not easy. I understand wording gets tricky. But we have no control. We sit here and we have no control.
Yeah,
Why are we here? So I just feel like we need, great if we're gonna update our zoning, but we also have to maybe hold on to the last bits of Walpole that we can. And so if that's the way to do it, let's try. That's all.
yeah. I think the ones we addressed initially, we were trying to do ones that were mostly verbiage and stuff, not so much the concepts, but trying to correct the verbiages and,
But I don't want to vote on 6 until it's all done. Like, why
Yeah.
tweak it more than once? If that's where we have to do it, let's do it.
I think the 17th is the next day we're having a meeting.
And I can't come speak at that because hopefully you'll have 2 members already, and that would go against the open meeting laws, but you can convey my wishes. I mean,
Yeah,
Oh, you can come. Doesn't bother, you can be in the
I
city.
can send you an email too if you want. I mean, whatever you want.
sure.
Be there. Open meeting laws.
And if you guys disagree with me, that's fine, but that's just how I feel. I'm frustrated.
All right, now, who wants to do it? Who wants to do it? Step forward?
The zoning?
Yeah. You want to do it?
Yeah, I'll do it.
All right.
Thank you, John.
Yes.
Yeah, I already got something, I think. Kate has something, or did have something. Paul?
I don't even know when the meeting is, so
Oh, okay.
I'm joking, that's a joke.
I think you just show up, right? You don't get sworn into that, John, do you?
I'll have to check with Liz. I thought we did do something.
Yeah, but you're our representatives,
Yeah.
so it's not like you're gonna get sworn in. I think if you're a at-large member, you might have to, but
When are
anyway.
the meetings?
I'll
When's
check
your next
on it,
meeting?
and if there's anything
Do you know when the next meeting
I'll
is,
just
John?
ask when the meetings are.
It's also the
Oh, you
17th.
know.
I don't know.
What's the
John, when are the meetings?
Yeah.
Oh, when- I mean, the-
It's fluctuating right now. Right
Oh.
now, we just settled on the 17th is our next one.
In June.
17th.
June 17th.
What time?
We've been having conflicts getting the people all together at the same night.
Yeah,
What time?
Um,
Don't do those.
6:30, I think.
Okay.
It's Tuesday.
It's not one of those 5 o'clock.
that's golf league anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jack, priorities. Come on.
How do you get the wine in between?
Because actually, after you play 9.
Motion to adjourn.
After you play 9, you go to your wine
So
locker.
moved. Second.
Go to your wine locker.
All in favor?
Aye.
Wine locker. You got a wine locker up there?